Hey everyone, and welcome back. We get really deep on this show, really complex stuff. But today's a big one. We are diving into probably the biggest question out there. What in the world is love?
You said it.
Luckily, I didn't come unprepared, right?
Hmm.
We've got mountains, okay, maybe not mountains, but definitely a lot of research about this very question. And get this, we're not just talking flowers and chocolates, we're looking at love as a choice, as this deep desire, even, get this, a state of mind.
It really is fascinating when you think about it that way. I mean, we
Right?
rarely stop to define it, but it touches every part of our lives.
Exactly. And that's why we're going all in, folks. We're talking philosophers who've pondered this for centuries, relationship experts, even mindfulness gurus. Get ready to have your mind blown wide open.
And we have to acknowledge right off the bat, there isn't a single, simple answer to this question,
Yeah, no kidding, right?
right? I mean, think about it. We love our partners, hopefully,
Yeah.
but we love our families, our friends, heck, even our pets. And those are all different, right? They feel different, at least.
Yeah, totally. So, okay, maybe there's not one definition, but we got to start somewhere, right? And it feels natural, at least to me, to start with those different types of love. Romantic love, the kind of love we have for our besties, family love. Where do we even go from there?
It's a great place to start, and it lets us ask these really cool questions, right? Like,
Hmm.
is love something we can choose? Like, even when things are rough, or maybe the spark's a little dimmer, or is it all about, that initial spark, that desire?
That whole choosing love thing is kind of powerful when you think about it. It means you're in it, committed, sticking it out, even when it's not always a fairy tale.
And that's huge, especially in long-term relationships. It's not always going to be hearts and flowers, right?
You're not even close.
So choice becomes this muscle. You're
Mm.
choosing to show up, to support each other. Like, imagine this. A couple, they face this just awful accident, life-altering stuff. And somehow, it's like that experience, as hard as it was, made them choose love even harder. They supported each other day in and day out.
See, that's powerful stuff right there. Choosing to love through thick and thin. But okay, let's be real. We can't talk about love without talking about that initial pull, that desire, right? I mean, that's often what gets the ball rolling in the first place.
You're absolutely right. But here's the thing. Desire is a tricky beast.
Mm.
It's not as simple as, oh, I just like what I like. Our culture,
Mm.
how we were raised, even what society tells us is attractive, all those things play a huge role in who we're drawn to.
Whoa, that's kind of a mind-blowing thought. What we find attractive is almost like dot programmed in a way.
In a way, yeah. Think about different cultures, how beauty standards are totally different around the world. What one culture finds incredibly attractive might not even register as remotely appealing in another.
Okay, that is wild. So what we consider love at first sight could just be like cultural conditioning.
It makes you think, right? Our ideas about love and desire are way more complex than we often give them credit for.
It's like love is this big puzzle, and we're just trying to put the pieces together, huh? So we've got choice, we've got desire, but there's more, right? Didn't you mention something about love being a state of mind, too?
Exactly. This is where things get really interesting. What if the way we think, our perspective, even how grateful we are, impacts our ability to love and be loved?
Okay, now you're really making me think. So are you saying that if we focus on being more positive, more present in this moment, that can actually change how we feel love?
Precisely. And this is where mindfulness comes in. That practice of being present, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It can work wonders in how we approach our relationships.
So instead of stressing over every little thing, we can be more present with the people we love. I like the sound of that.
And it makes a difference. People who practice mindfulness, they talk about feeling more connected to others, more compassionate, and importantly, more in tune with their own needs and the needs of those around them.
So to put it simply, mindfulness could be the key to unlocking a deeper, more fulfilling experience of love.
It's a powerful tool, for sure. And it underscores how love isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we can actively cultivate.
Which kind of brings us full circle in a way, right? Right. Back to that idea of choice. But there's one more piece to this love puzzle, and it's a big one. Actions. How we express love through what we do, how we behave, is just as important as all the internal stuff we've been talking about.
Absolutely. It's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we all know the saying, right? Actions speak louder than words. It's all about those love languages. Acts of service, quality time, touch, they're all ways we show love in our everyday lives.
And the key is figuring out which language speaks to you and your partner the most. Because what makes one person feel loved might not do it for another. It's about understanding those nuances, and honestly, it can make all the difference in the world.
So after diving into all these different angles, choice, desire, mindset, actions, it seems like the answer to what is love is, well, all of the above. It's messy, it's complicated, it's unique to each person. But that's also kind of the beauty of it, isn't it?
Beautifully put. It's a multifaceted experience, unique to each individual and relationship.
Exactly. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. But hey, that wouldn't be very interesting, would it? Now, before we wrap things up, we want to hear from you. Which aspect of love really resonated with you today? Was it the idea of choosing love, the power of mindful presence, or maybe the importance of expressing love through action? What does your personal definition of love look like? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below.
What a fantastic question to ponder. Love truly is a journey of discovery, and everyone's journey is different.
So true.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep those conversations going, and remember, the world needs more love. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.